Welcome to my first update of building my new Nintendo room. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting, bringing you my first update of everything that we moved over the weekend. It took a lot of work, it was a tremendous amount of effort to move things, and I must say that priority was obviously the rest of the house, getting the bedroom set up, the kitchen, the family room, different things like that. So the Nintendo space hasn't really been priority, but I'm getting around to it and it's already functional if I need to use the space. So in this video, I just want to talk about everything that made the move over, anything that's new already in the room, and everything that's left to do, because there's so much work left to do. First and foremost, I need to thank anyone who helped me move. There was some friends, there was some family helping me. Not everything's moved yet, but thank you so much. You guys were a huge help. Secondly, this futon in the corner is driving me absolutely bananas. It's being really difficult to move up the stairs. It won't fit, so I actually needed to take it apart. The previous owners left it here. So I'm going to be doing that at some point, probably putting it in a spare bedroom or giving it away. So that is just annoying. It's in here, it's just wasting space, so I just needed to mention that. It's not supposed to be in here. Things that made the move over here to the new space. So obviously this couch sits 6 to 8 people, and it's very, very large. It can sit 10 people if you actually want to jam in with one another. So this room is a little bit wider than my previous space. It's 15 feet wide by 21 feet long, roughly. There's a closet there as well. So this room's actually, I think, about 40 square feet less now that I actually calculate it, but there's a lot more height in the room as well. So the height actually gains a lot of space for me. So it's about the same, just gonna be a different layout, a little bit different. So this couch that made the move looks pretty awesome. It's actually in the middle of the room because, as I said, this room's a little bit wider. And putting the couch in the middle of the room is a strange design choice, I know, but that does allow me to put shelving around the entirety of the room if I choose to do so, or put TVs and things like that. So the couch fits in the middle, you can walk around it still, there's lots of room, so that's really cool. I think that's a good idea to kind of maximize my display opportunity in this room. The Nintendo coffee table obviously had to come over, as did the Nintendo 64 and GameCube coffee tables. Those are here. I'll be using those somewhere in the room as well. Nothing in here might stay the same. Everything can move around. Just keep that in mind. Other things that moved over was this HD TV. It's currently just on a coffee table for the time being, but it's not going to stay like that. It's going to get some sort of display case or cabinet to display many more consoles to hook up to that TV. And the white cabinet that I had that HD TV on, it might come, it might not. I'm not sure yet. On that console, or on that TV, is the Wii U, and obviously you can play the Wii on the Wii U as well. And then the CRT TV, we have the NES, the Super Nintendo, the GameCube, and the Nintendo 64 are obviously all on one TV. So I can play any Nintendo home console that I want while we're making the move, because there's a lot of work to do right now. A ton, actually. Now, over here, I think I'm going to put a desk, probably with a computer that has an HD TV, so I can also play more video games if I want. That'll be really convenient for streaming to Twitch. And then the display cabinet, probably can put a display cabinet over here, we'll see. So before I go through the plan for the whole room, what else made the move over? These two display cabinets that I was just talking about, they're not probably going to stay where they are, but I did move them over. They do have a light in them, which is really cool, and they have storage underneath. So those are probably going to go elsewhere in the room, but they made the move over. They're really handy for displaying my console collection of different things. Now that is really almost the last thing. The last thing, actually, you might be wondering, there is a closet right here, and the closet is underneath the stairs. So the hardest thing we had to move all weekend was in here, and that is this red Nintendo fridge. This thing weighs hundreds of pounds. It's made in the 50s or 60s, I was told. I won it for free in a contest in Kitchener and Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And this thing is huge. I literally almost broke my fingers moving it, but it was well worth it because now we have a fridge in my Nintendo space, which is awesome. And on the side over here is my Mario activity table. That is the other thing that came over as well. I'm probably going to finish off this closet a little bit better, put some shelves in the closet there along the steps, and display a little bit more, or to put cups or different things like that. Now, new things in this space, one of the things you'll probably notice is this table. It's not the same table that I had in the past. The previous one I had was a little bit wobbly. It had captain chairs that were just too wide and they had armrests. This one is only 30 inches wide. It's made of oak. It came with 4 chairs. I did buy it used for a very reasonable price. I sanded it, I restained it, I made it look as good as I could, and I do think it looks pretty awesome. So again, this is going to display a lot of my handheld consoles that you can sit down and play on them. And the cool part about this is it does have leaves. So leaves are to extend the table that you see over there. they're, to make the table, I think 56 inches. So right now the table's only 30 inches wide. That's another good thing about this. It's a smaller table. Maybe it's 3 feet, I can't remember. But it's a lot smaller than the previous table I had. I think it's, yeah, 3 feet wide. 3 feet as a circle, really. Other new things, you'll see these 8 chairs over here that are red. Target was closing, so I waited for them to give me a really good deal on these chairs because one location was asking $45 per chair, and the other location that I went to that I waited as it got closer to closing, I spent $10 per chair on these. So I got 8 red and silver chairs for 80 bucks. That's a great deal. And I don't really think I have a lot of space for them right now, but during a Mario-thon or a Zelda-thon, I'm probably going to put them behind the couch back here so we can kind of have a gallery while they cheer on and watch other people. So then we can sit like 20 people in one room if we need to do so, because there's so much seating in this space. So that's going to be really cool. Another thing that I got that is new, you see these D12 glass display cabinets. A lot of you have been suggesting for me to pick these up. I did get 2 of them. They're a bit of a pain to kind of bring down here. However, I'm going to put the glass shelves in them. They're empty right now. And I'm also going to put lighting in them. So that's for a whole different video, probably on its own at some point. I'm going to be doing that. Again, those won't be staying where they are right now. They're just there for the time being. Other things that are new that I need to do, actually, here is one of my shelves. I have 8 of these. It's a 5-shelf bookcase. It's in espresso finish, so I guess it's kind of a wood finish. And there's 72 inches in height in these, and I think 30 inches in width and 1 foot in depth. So I'm going to have 8 of these built. I'm going to put them along this entire wall that's 17 feet wide. So I'm going to put 7 of them there, I hope. And then I'm going to put an 8th probably right here where you're looking at. And then 2 more smaller ones I bought will probably go over there. So there's a lot of different things I need to build still. And there's so much I need to do and move over. But in one weekend, I think we got a lot done. And a lot of you were asking in the previous video, what am I going to do with all the amiibo? The amiibo are going to go up along this beam with shelving. It's a 20-foot beam roughly. I can put all the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo up there along that beam, which will look pretty cool. I'll also be putting up shelves probably around the entirety of this space along this wall because there's so much room for me to put up shelves if I choose to do so. So this is going to take me a month to build everything, and even then I'm not going to be done everything because there are so many different little projects that I want to do and try and tackle to get this into great shape. In June, at some point, I will be bringing you a full room tour of the new Nintendo space, but until then, every 2 to 3 days I'll be giving you an update about what I've done in the new Nintendo room. If you have any comments, suggestions, or remarks about the new Nintendo space, please feel free to comment below, and also feel free to follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video. And remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates.